so grateful. Good morning from a sunny Amsterdam. Today, Monday. It's actually a bank holiday and it is the last public holiday until Christmas. Not excited about that. We are actually, I wanted to walk, but we are going to go to get the tram. So my knee feels a bit funny and it's really warm, which is great, but also this girl has low blood pressure, so I'm very prone to faint. I don't feel like fainting today. In fact, I'm gonna go to the pipe and probably grab a matcha before meeting up with my friend. We have brunch at 11 in a place called Harmony. It's a Greek brunch place, I guess. I've not been yet. And it's a collab, so lots of content, lots of food. Very excited also to catch up with Rebecca and her fiance. They also adopted the same day I adopted Olive. We did in fact meet at the drop-off point. It's a funny story. I mean, somehow we turned it into a funny story, but we were there waiting. There was this van coming from Greece. There's nowhere to be found. There was a tracker, but the van wasn't moving. An interesting situation. And so I see this couple, and I was there on my own, and I was like, okay, I'll just go up and ask if they're here to pick up an animal or something. And I was like, hi, are you also picking up a cat? And we're like, yes. So we started talking, and they are the most adorable couple. And ever since, we've been supporting each other, but especially they have been supporting me with all mine and Olive's struggle. And we are friends now. And we're going for brunches on Mondays. So Rebecca has a day off on Monday. And this is my official last week as an unemployed woman. It feels very weird, I have to be honest. I'm most probably missing the tram if I keep yapping. Feels weird. The freedom, and then in a week exactly, like next Monday, I will be at this time already in an office for my first day onboarding. Crazy. Welcome to the pipe. I am just the girl who is matcha fueled. Matcha makes me happy, especially when I can get an iced mango matcha or anything fancy and a bit weird to test out. So let's see where my heart brings me, which cafes has seats especially. It seems actually pretty quiet. I wonder if I got the opening times wrong. Maybe everything opens a bit later, but it doesn't look like. My watermelon matcha with a lychee foam was just a 10 out of 10. Basically, I love mango, but I love watermelon. It's just very non-practical for me to buy because I don't know how to freaking open it. But if I could have it just as easy as mango all year long, I would just eat that. So having an iced matcha but with a watermelon in it, it's like, yes, I mean, say less. Now going for a stroll and then head into the collab place called Harmony. So I'll show you all the food that we're gonna order. If I can do some sneak peek of the video I'm taking, I'll try that too. And overall, it seems like it's gonna be a great day. just got to Harmony. I was when I came back last night, I like unpacked and just finished the brunch, which of course turned into a lunch. The food was amazing. I'm so happy I got to try it. I didn't do much content with this for the vlog because there were lots of people. I didn't want to get them in the shots, and I was really focused on chatting and doing Insta content. So you'll see a reel if you're interested about this place. We tried both sweets and savory just to see what we like best. I liked everything. I also had a Freddo espresso, which I never had, and then I tried the matcha because, you know, if there's a matcha I need to try it. But in my mind there was still Leiras, so tough competition there, maybe even impossible to compete. Good morning, happy Tuesday. Welcome to one more day in the life. Today we are going to Pilates super early. I'm gonna give it a shot to having an early class like at 8 a.m. because supposedly I could do that from next week, then maybe hang at a cafe and start working from there. There are a couple of instructors I really love. I love the classes. I feel very confident when I do those classes, so I would like to keep them in my routine ideally. So I guess, well, Olives wakes me up at 5. This morning was 4:30. So at that point, if I cannot go back to sleep, at least I would do something useful. So I'm hoping that I can manage, like at least during the week, once or twice to go to an early 8 a.m. class, finish at 8:50, get ready somewhere, and start working at 9. That would be ideal. So this morning was too funny. I had prepped 2 eggs yesterday evening, so I could have them this morning for breakfast with a little slice of bread. And so I got the eggs, I put them on the bread, and Olive starts purring and chasing me all around the house, meaning less than 20 square meters, chasing for my freaking eggs. So I would move around with this dish. I was like holding my dish and she was just chasing me and purring, not this, until I finally decided I was ready to sit down, and I kept like gently pushing her away. She had her food out there as well, so she had enough stuff to eat. Nevertheless, she has a very deep love for eggs. She loves eggs. I don't know. But I thought it was hilarious. I mean, I was having a meltdown as well, yes, of course. But then I also thought it was hilarious. So that was my morning. I wish I could say now I'm gonna grab a matcha, but it's too early. I think nowhere. I don't know, actually. That's interesting. Is there gonna be a matcha somewhere? Or maybe I should wait after Pilates. Maybe I'll do that. I'll wait after Pilates. I brought the book I'm reading with. I'm also already halfway, which is insane for me lately. I used to be an avid reader as a kid. I would do nothing else but read. I loved reading. I love being in my own world. I love not being bothered by others because I clearly had a book, so I was busy. But lately, I've been struggling. Can focus. Even if the book seems interesting, I just can be bothered. But this one is promising. So I think after class I'll sit somewhere, get my book, get a matcha, and at 10 I have my GP appointment. I did an MRI 2 weeks ago. I have no idea where to find the imagery from the scan. If you know how to do that, just let me know. I'm assuming I'll go to the GP and she'll have them, or she'll find them for me. maybe I'm wrong, I'll let you know. I want to try and see if I can get some extra referral or analysis or something checked, because I keep being bloated. I am not able to lose weight, even if I'm trying. So I still believe there's something, hormones, cortisol, something is not working properly within myself. I can feel it. Like, I know when I'm being delusional, but I know my body, and although I don't understand what's going on with it, I don't feel really at ease. So I'm gonna try that and see what she thinks. Now I am gonna stop yapping because people are waking up, so I don't want to bother. But we are sort of close to my Pilates class, and clearly one more day. I am super early. I decided not to fall into temptation and not to get a matcha now, even if the cafe is open. So yay me, I'm very proud of this because I saw it open, I lurked inside, and it's pretty empty, pretty chill, so I would even get my drink pretty fast. But I thought, let's just wait 10 minutes for the class to start, and after I can think about what I want. I love this street because it's pretty peaceful. Also a little dirty, but sometimes it happens in Amsterdam. So you'll see right there. Sorry, here. This is the cafe. So after class, I'll just cross the street and get my matcha there, and maybe get some pages right there. Otherwise, there's also a cafecito. But I don't really like the layout of cafecito. It's very individualistic. What? Sorry? Yes, of course. I'd be happy to. Yes, very happy to. Sorry. I have my best reward. Okay, so I got my matcha, and then I thought, you know what? I'm gonna be early to my GP appointment, so why don't I stop by the gym that I have close by and just ask if they do physiotherapists as well, what's their program like. So I got two names. One of these, I checked already on Google, it has a very poor review, so unsure, but I'll research a bit better. Ideally, this person, physiotherapist, communicates with the PT there, and they can make like a routine for me. And I asked, like, do you do also one-on-one personal training session? It was like, yeah, just once a month. It's like we do the routine together and then we adjust it. I'm like, no, what I mean is, like, I need a freaking personal trainer to hold me accountable. There's lots of classes, but I'm like, not sure. I don't know. It's very gym bro coded. Guess I'll have to try some other place. But I find it very bizarre. I try to explain, like, I have a knee injury, like see. So then now I'm going to the GP and waste some time there. Cloudy Wednesday. It's slightly colder than the other days. I have a to-do list for today that is insanely long. I don't know if I'll manage to do everything, but I'll try my best. So first stop is Albertine. I am returning plastic bottles and stuff. So girl math. I'm gonna get a bonus for my next grocery, which should happen today as well, but not right now. After that, I'm gonna go check out a cat store to try new food for Olive. Yesterday we've been to the holistic vet. I did not record anything because I am already very stressed every time we go to a vet, so didn't want to add extra. But God. This is real Amsterdam weather. The freaking wind. Okay, I'll talk to you later. I had to go into different Albertine to try and return the bottles because the first one, which is the regular store I go to, both machines were not working. So I went to the closest one, which is not my usual one. So to cash it in, I will have to go back, but I mean, it's all right. I made €1.60. I'm so rich. I need to run errands today. It's a crazy day. So I have to pick up a package at Pull & Bear. It's actually not for me. My mom, she couldn't find something in Italy, so she made me order it here. So I need to pick that up. I have my Wednesday cacao ceremony and IFS class, which is the last one for now because I don't think I'll be able to join since I'm gonna start a new job next week. And I don't know, the list is long. I have a bunch of stuff in there, so I'll see what I can do. I am pretty exhausted. Well, Olive woke me up at 4:30, so it's not getting any better. If anything, it's getting worse. So yeah, I'll just see what I can do. I forgot to tell you more about yesterday visit. So I went to my GP, and then in the afternoon I took her to the vet, not the regular vet, but the holistic vet, homeopathic vet. There's a center close to our house. I am willing to give a shot to anything really at this point. If she can be helped in any way, I'm down for doing that. So we went there. This doctor, I think I can call her doctor, well, she is an expert in Chinese medicine, so she was explaining how Olive has a very warm body, therefore it would be ideal for her to be able to eat something that is cooling, and rabbit and ducks are cooling. This is all great if it wasn't for the fact that, as any other cat, she's particularly picky with what she eats and what she wants. So currently I have rabbit, but she doesn't like that here and then there's like a little fat in her food. She hates it, in fact. So she would just stop eating it overall. But yeah, so today I was also on the chase for food with duck that is a pate and is monoprotein and ideally hypoallergenic too. The first store is closed. I'll see if it opens later or if it's just closed today. Otherwise I'll have to come back. But now I think I absolutely deserve a golden latte or anything of that sort. So I'll take you with me again to Kota. We were there last week. We're here again today. The more I think that next week I will be actually working, it sounds insane to me. I still haven't really coped with the idea, but I'm trying to snap out of it because I just have a few days left and they are pretty packed with things to do. I also just got a call from the physiotherapist I inquired, and I booked it for June 6th, so that is off the list. I emailed Olive's regular vet to let her know that we're doing okay this week. So another thing that got off the list. Yeah, I don't know, does I sound really exhausted? Because I feel like I took a shower this morning, I almost fell asleep in it. But let's see if I can go to Kota and find a spot there and chill for a bit. Oh well, no stopping at Kota because it was really packed. Good for them. I'll just find a different place to hang. Although Pull & Bear is gonna open in 10 minutes, so really it's not even that biggie. What will I do after that? We'll see. More mission accomplished. I picked up Bear's trousers. It's really hot today and I'm feeling extremely spaced out. Like I live in my own bubble. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going places, but I'm just not here today. It's great that it's so hot, but also the city really smells. Oh, great. I need a matcha or something of the style. So. I had my matcha in a new place and I've never tried it. It's called Magari. I thought it was an Italian spot. I'm pretty sure it used to be an Italian spot now. It's like a cute little Japanese boutique and cafe. I had my iced mango matcha and it was great. But I forgot to do any content. I told you, I'm not really here today. I'm just spacey. Is that how you say it even? Well, anyway, look how cute. I am working through my to-do list. I think I'm halfway through and list the stuff that I needed to do today. I am going to When Nature Calls, relax, do my IFS class, the last one. For a while, I guess, and then on my way back I think I'm gonna try to go to Olive Cat's food store and check out if it's open. Finger crossed it is. I am on a mission to find now a duck pate, so hopefully I'll be able to find one. And yeah, not much. I don't feel like I'm really energized today. I'm sorry if this vlog is really boring. But honestly, this is my last week of freedom or sick leave or unemployment. All the same. And I feel tired. So freaking exhausted. From next week, it will be all about work again. I'll be back to being a corporate girly. Yes. The other day, I was reflecting over stuff I miss about Italy. Normally, I don't say that. I mean, if you ask me on a regular day, right? I don't think I miss Italy overall. I might miss people, but I don't miss the country or stuff. But then the other day, I don't know why, I started thinking it, and I was like, well, I actually do miss stuff. Like, I miss, there's like this particular square in my city, in Bologna, where I feel like everything goes super fast. Like, there's a lot of traffic all the time. But at the same time, like, there's like a little cafe, we call it bar, with the elderly. We're getting coffee and reading the news and so on, and it goes like a two totally different speed, right? So it goes super fast on the outside and super slow on the inside, and I miss that, I guess. I miss the supermarket and just going around and, I don't know, check out if the cookies or the stuff I love is still there, if anything has changed, if there's any new snack or stuff I should try. I miss like putting the keys in my parents' house door, opening it. I always go with like lots of suitcases and stuff, but I feel like the moment I step inside, it's like a regular day coming back from school, when they used to ask me, like, it's like this little back and forth that is like, how was school? Good. What did you do? Nothing. And I don't know, a bunch of other stuff I thought about, and I did a little reel about it, and I love when people just connect to it, because sometimes I feel like I'm going nuts and it's just stuff that makes sense to me. But so when I get some, it's not even validation, it's just like little stuff that makes sense to other people in your situation, It just warms my heart a little bit. Yeah. Maybe I should do just a video about stuff I miss about Italy and things I don't miss about it.
En de dozen, dat zijn de bamboedozen die hier voor.
I just left class and I'm so sad. Like, it's my last Wednesday. It feels like I'm over, like last day of high school or something. And the girls were just too nice. I will miss them in my week, but hopefully once I figure out when I can work from home and what my work actually looks like, maybe I will find a way to just, I don't know, make it work in my week. I think that would be ideal because I really love this class. For me, it's a mix of like therapy and spirituality in a way. I don't know if it makes sense, but yeah, it helps me kind of work through shit, I guess, on top of therapy. And for the past months, from January until now, it's been a good substitute of therapy, or an alternative that I needed more, I guess. Luckily, the pet store was open, so I got this for Olive. Also, fun fact, before her, she's my very first pet. The only pet I had was a duckling when I was like 8 to 10 years old. She thought I was her mama. She imprinted on me. It's a sad story because then my grandma ate her when she was older. And I found out on a Christmas dinner, but anyway, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure this week vlog doesn't make any sense, but welcome to my mind. That's exactly how it works. Also, there is something in my eye. Now I'm going home. I'm skipping grocery. I think I'll do that tomorrow. It's fine. I can survive. Also, I have a dinner schedule, so I don't need any food for today. And I'll take a nap. I definitely need a nap. And after that, I need to pack my package for my waste collection. And prep for dinner. I'll come also to the metro. Hello. I took a power nap and I feel like a new person. I hope you can hear me despite the wind. I am going to the metro, catch a tram, meet up with my friend, and we're gonna grab a drink, I hope, before going to the hot pot. Yay! Ciao! Puoi dire ciao al vlog? Posso dire ciao al vlog? Ciao al vlog! Posso su YouTube adesso? Boo me, because I went to the hot pot and I didn't do any content for the vlog. Just the table was so busy. I only did the content for the collaboration, so the reel. But I didn't take any extra video with this, and now I regret it so much because it was such a cool, fun experience. I don't know if you've been, but basically there's like this, it's like a hole in the middle of the table where you put the broth and it gets warmed up and boiled. Then we got noodles. My version was veg and Fede's version was with meat, so we had a little bit of everything to try. and then when it boils, just put it in a bowl, and you have soy, we had sesame paste. Very, very fun experience. I never tried it and it was super fun. Then we got a beer, got also plum juice. I never tried that before, and it wasn't too sweet. I was worried it might be a little sweet, but it was actually great. And got some edamame to snack. So fun, like honestly, I am so grateful. I think grateful is the right word, that I got to do such fun experiences. I'm sorry I forgot to record it. It would have been really fun, I think, for you to see as well, but I'll work on it. Now I am super eager to just go home, go to bed. I should have received the Zara package, so hopefully it's still in the mailroom. There's some new clothes I want to try for my next week, first week of work. And tomorrow I cancel Pilates because I feel like I need to sleep. If I wake up and I feel like going, then I'll go. Otherwise, I don't have any commitment, and then we have therapy at 10 tomorrow. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Morning, happy Thursday. I am so tired. I'm sorry, I feel like the whole vlog is about me being tired, me having a migraine, me being exhausted, me being scared about going back to work. But this is just honestly, generally how I have been feeling. I have therapy in like 10 minutes, so I think despite the wonderful day, I'm just gonna go back to bed. I feel so tired. Like, part of it, we have to thank Miss Olive, who woke me up at 3:47. I then proceeded to try and sleep a bit more, but I cannot just fall asleep instantly back again. It takes a while, and then I just woke up at 6 again, and then I gave her all the medicine, and then I went back to bed, and she also came to bed. But overall, I think I've only slept again half an hour, 1 hour top. Yeah, not great. 2 minutes to therapy. I look a little bit more awake. My skin looks absolutely impossible. Good thing is Saturday, I think, there's a Lancome pop-up, and I'm going there, so at least there's that. Yo creo que luego el lunes me va a sorprender que al final... Quiero decir, hay cosas que... Bueno, lo ideal sería que la gata me dejase descansar. Eso sería muy bien, la verdad. Porque lo llevo un poco mal ahora mismo. Pero supongamos que eso vaya mejor, que eso ya no depende mucho de mí, lo puedo controlar lo justo. Pero si yo estuviese bien descansada, ¿vale? Despertarme pronto, sigo haciéndolo. En ningún momento... Creo que ha sido súper puntual que yo me haya... Desde que tengo la gata, de hecho, es que ya no duermo las 8 horas y me despierto igualmente a las 6 o algo. Entonces, despertarme pronto, a mí, que siempre he sido madrugadora, no me supone un problema. Eso no. He pensado además, si necesito como un pelín de más, después que ella me despierte, necesito como media horita de más dormir, pues me ahorro el desayuno, se puede desayunar en la empresa. Mira... Hecho, o sea, me pillo algo ahí, empiezo el día y ya está, tampoco es para tanto. Hay café, hay matcha, y si no hay un café al lado. Llegar es 20 minutos de metro y 10 andando, o sea que ahora mismo con buen tiempo está bien, con mal tiempo ya lo he hecho. O sea, en 2019, cuando no sabía que tenía derechos laborales porque venía de España y estaba esclavizada, pues mira... Yo eso no lo veía tan heavy, entonces dije, si ya lo he hecho, puedo volver a hacerlo. Además, puedo elegir outfit, eso significa comprar ropa. Comprar ropa es bien. Esperando que Amancio saque cosas guay, porque de momento no tanto. Therapy is done. So I had to do this homework, right? Where I had to kind of look at people interaction and see something. I didn't see anything. And I told her, I was like, is that a problem? I saw people with their phones. I saw people even at the same table with their phone, or chaotic energy like the one I have with my friends. I think most of my friends have undiagnosed ADHD. So we hop from one topic to another. It's very chaotic. For me, it's perfect. It's exactly what I need. But I can see how from the outside it can look like a freaking mess. But other than that, I didn't see much. So she laughed. We'll have to work on it. We'll have to work on it. New homework for next week is to list down each and every intrusive thought I have. And that is going to be an easy one because I have plenty. So it's just about taking notes and let it out on paper or notes, whatever, so it's not in my head. And it can be from I enter the office and I don't like the lights. The man at the badge area is mean. Whatever. Anything that I think it's true in that moment, I need to let it go. And yeah, we'll see how the first day goes. Balance out a bit the energy, not being too much out there, but conserve a bit, save the energy as well for myself. It's gonna be fine. I think I'm just so used that you have to give your 100,000% in order to have something, whether it's a job or a relationship. Like, only with hard work you deserve things. That's, I think, something that I learned as a kid somewhere. So the fact that these all happened so smoothly, I was very slightly touched. I didn't even know I was getting the job. Like, I had zero clue. Like, I had zero feeling because I was not attached to the outcome. I was just being me. I wasn't careful about what I was saying, how I was saying it. I was just vibing, basically. And the fact that I was chosen for me, it's a really weird feeling. Like, my brain does not understand that somehow. It's like, wait, but you didn't do nothing for this job. I feel like a Nepo baby without being one. So I think it's just getting used to this new feeling, which is something I'm not used to. I'm slightly uncomfortable with because I don't know it. And just trying to figure out what it means and what it actually looks like working there. And by all means, is by the end of the first month I see it's not a fit, I can always quit and find something else. But I think I can grow into the idea of this new job, and just maybe it might just be what I need, which is a 9-to-5 job that allows me to have a life after and allows me to have a hobby as a content creator and allows me to buy whatever I need, whatever Olive needs, ultimately maybe buying a house. So overall, I think I just have to listen to my anxiety and be a bit kinder to it and be like, okay, I understand what you're doing. You are trying to protect me from being hurt and being rejected maybe, or to this experience being worse than you expect. So you are so negative right now in a way that I don't get let down by it. But it's okay to try and have hope. That being said, I am hungry, I am tired, and I should go grocery shopping. Do I want to? No. I think I'm gonna take a little nap or read a bit. And think about it later. Today is just about recovering and my energy and protect my energy, since I have the time and the privilege to be able to do it. Goedemorgen allemaal. This morning I think tried is the right verb. I tried a clean look. Never tried it. I always thought I looked like an egg. Respect to the eggs, but I need to start figuring out how do I want to style my hair for when I go to the office. So I thought, you know what, it's a good tryout. So for now the gel is lasting, but I already saw some baby hair pulling out, but we'll see. For now It's okay. It's giving a little bit of ballerina vibes. It's Friday. This morning Olive woke me up at 3. We went to bed at midnight. That means I only slept 3 hours. How am I feeling? Not great, I have to be honest. It's becoming tricky. I feel I am collapsing and slowly decomposing, but I'm going to Pilates now. Actually, I hope to make it in time to sip a matcha seated. Then Pilates, I had booked an entry to the cinema to watch a new movie, but for now I cancelled it and I'll think about it later, because I don't think I could have committed to just go there right away after. I need to see how I'm feeling. I need to go to the center and return some Zara stuff. I bought a pair of Bermuda and a long sleeve t-shirt and a set of necklaces. I think they look really elegant and it could be like a nice look for the office. Great, except for the fact that next week is gonna pour in rain again, but hey, a future me problem. So for now I only need to return the wrong sizes, which means girl math, I'm gonna get money back. We love that. So I think I'm gonna go Pilates and then metro till Waterloo, maybe, then go to Zara first. Go to Zara first, and after that I'll see if I am in the mood for the cinema. Look at that, it's already popping out, whatever. Or it was a pigeon. I'll see if I'm in the mood for a movie or if I really need to just sleep and come back, because tonight I have a concert. So I went to Akon and Neo, right? And that was a vibe and that was totally me. Tonight I'm going to listen to a concert of an Italian singer called Zucchero. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites, but some of his oldest songs are, I don't know how to explain it. I have great memories. Like there's one of this, and I remember the exact moment I was in the car with my dad, my mom, my grandma, going to the beach in the winter, because I was doing sailing competition as a kid at one point. So even during the winter we were supposed to go. And we were getting there to this little town, and we were driving to this little town, to the sailing club. We were almost there and this song starts playing, and I don't know, the whole thing somehow is a magical memory to me. The fact that my grandma would come. I sucked at sailing, by the way. Like, I mean, I was good at all sports, but at some point I couldn't get enough. I was so fed up, I started sucking at all of them, heavily, intensely, and purposely. So we were there and they were gonna drop me off, and I don't know what they would do, probably go into a cafe or something. But yeah, I have this specific memory for instance tied to this song. Another one is again super old, and it's My First Kiss. And it sounds hilarious right now, but so again, not my very favorite singer, but definitely some great memories. So I am looking forward, although I'm exhausted. The concert is all seating, so it's gonna be chill. Gonna be there at 8. I need to think about the outfit because it's a bit more serious than the shit I've been wearing for the past 2 something concerts. But yeah, it's my last Friday as a free woman. No, honestly, I did therapy yesterday and I was feeling less anxious. Like rationally, I know where all my fears are coming from, and I also know how to deal with them, right? But that being said, Sometimes fears are very irrational, so even right now where I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be awful. Whatever, any other intrusive thought, and try to write them down right away so I can work on them later and just read them and see that it's not that big of a deal, that it's mostly in my head and it's not the real truth. Is this the longest I've been yapping? I think so. Sounds fab. I love talking to my little DJ. To my little camera and catch up with you. I don't know why you'd be interested in what I'm doing in my week, but the point is just to see that Amsterdam, I think, is one of the most romanticized cities in the world, and that is great. I think I see the magic, but it's also like just a city and normal people have normal lives, so often what you see on social media, and I've been living partially that life all the past year, but it's not, I mean, that exists, right? But there's the other side of it, which is like people just go having regular jobs, 9 to 5, socialize, and just have a pretty realistic, regular, normal life. I am almost at a cafe, so I'll see you in a little bit. Made it to my matcha. I think I'm gonna miss this little life of not doing anything but what I want and what makes me feel better, and having to be at the office or working from somewhere else, but like being locked in on a screen. It's really bittersweet. Like, somehow, I know it's gonna sound crazy, probably it's gonna sound crazy, right? But in a way it is a grieving process too. Like, this journey for me, so last time I went to the office was September 2024, then I started another job. It was remote and it killed me, literally, mentally. It was a mental health company also. LOL. But after that, yeah, my dad passed and I adopted Olive. She had tons of health issue. It's been a roller coaster. I was exhausted. I was burned out. I gained weight, but I also gained some sanity in healing. So in a way, going back to work, it's like the end of this part of my life, this chapter, and I want it again. I know it sounds like I'm complaining. It's mostly fear, just again talking. I wanted this really bad, but it is still bittersweet, like the freedom that I had for this like past year. That is gonna change. Change is good. It's just scary sometimes. Doesn't it look like a postcard? I am a bit late with the campaign that I need to shoot. So the goal now was to find a spot to start shooting some content. And I always have many ideas, like creative director wise. I am top notch. The executional part of it, I suck. And I tell this with the most kind of words to myself, but I generally suck. I'm not good at it. I would need someone, an assistant, just for the functional stuff, but let's see what I can do. The idea is to do maybe content here by the canal. Okay, campaign has been shot. I don't know what it looks like. I did a what's in my bag in a sunny day, so hopefully it looks cute. I'm using this new UV serum from Kiehl's, and I actually like it because it's not thick. My skin is acne prone and it does not affect that, which is great.
It's not going this weird grey colour. Oh, there we go.
No, it's so pretty. It's perfect. The outfit isn't anything crazy. It's this. I have some cargo pants, old Bershka. This is a super old H&M top slash dress. Do I love it? I used to. Right now we are the same color, sort of pale, translucent, and is giving Edward Cullen vibes right now, but doesn't matter. We're going to a concert, so we're just there to vibe. There was basically no line. My hair looks awful, and everyone I've heard is Dutch. Makes zero sense to me. I already had my fries and my beer. It's such a weird experience. Like for me, this is like one of the singers that I have specific song tied to my teenage years or so. I wonder what everyone else's memory are tied to it, especially the Dutchies. This is very interesting for me. But also super fun how I went from Akon to this. One of the things I appreciate the most about concerts here in Amsterdam is that at midnight I'm already in bed.